How we doing, everyone? MJS back with you here. Just a super quick video because I just made this and I know it's going to help me tremendously. I've kind of thought about a couple things, nothing crazy here as far as what we're accomplishing, but just to give a little context, I run a web development company, and when you start having a lot of different clients and different things like that, obviously you need to manage some tasks. I manage tasks in my personal life using Google Tasks, different story, but I need something a little bit better and something. This is like version 1. I was going to do some stuff on the back end of my client portal. Maybe we'll get there one day. I'll let you know. I'll make a video about it. But here's like a super quick and dirty way that I just built in Excel real fast, that I'll put a template of this in the description, like a link to it or something that you can download it. Feel free to use it. But I'm just going to explain it real quick because I think it's kind of a cool way. And I found some, when you start digging into Excel, you find just like random little cool things that you can do and just make life easier. So the point, again, was to make a task manager. So different columns explaining like the tasks that I have to do. So the way that this would work, and again, this doesn't have to be for web development. I mean, you can use this in so many different ways. You can use this in your regular life if you wanted to. I would say there's probably better alternatives for that. But for this, we have, let's just go through the columns. So we had like a status. So I just have a check mark, but you could do like a drop down. I just don't necessarily need to do that. I normally just complete the task. So you could do like a drop down with not started, in progress, or completed, but check mark works fine. Date submitted. So I wanted to quickly just know exactly when somebody submitted, like when a client submitted a task. And then description, just like a write-up, the details of what you need to do. Date started, date completed, time completed, and then time spent in minutes. Now, the reason it's all broken up like that is because this is actually kind of like an iteration already of what I started with. And the reason that I did this and broke it up into these columns is because of what I found that you could easily do in like Excel. That you could do programmatically, but it's like literally a hotkey, okay? So let's say we have a new thing, right? So we come down here to the next one. So date submitted. Let's just say that I got an email right now and I want to put this in. All I'm clicking on my keyboard is Control, semicolon, boom, today's date in there. And then just, write like do something, okay? And then, the next thing is date started. So if I'm going to start this like immediately, then I literally just did this. Then I go again, semicolon, control, semicolon, today's date, control shift, semicolon, today's time, like exactly right now. And then the workflow that I have is I would go, literally go into like another tab in this instance, create the, do whatever the task is, yada, yada. And then generally, I mean, again, you might have to rework this depending on your actual workflow, but I'm going to finish the task and then, come back to this. So I'll finish the task. I'll like email the response saying like, hey, this is done or whatever. And then I came right back in here and I go control semicolon again, control shift semicolon, boom. And then the magic and the cool way to kind of do this is that this field over here, or this column here, time spent, is actually a duration. I didn't even know that they had that. That's so awesome. So this is a duration like field type or whatever, like all the other ones are date, time, or whatever. So duration here. And then it automatically calculates that just based on a very simple formula of like, time completed minus time started, and then it gives you the duration. So it automatically calculates that. And then I went one step further and I summed all of the time spent, like in minutes or whatever. Well, actually I'll change that now because it's a different title, but just the time spent, and then it summarizes it, or I'm sorry, it sums it, and it's just like, so in total, like, with these tasks so far, an hour, 48 minutes, 54 seconds. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Like I said, I'll put the template to this in the description. There's really not too many formulas going on. It's really just configuring these things to just be like, this one to be time, this one to be date, nothing going on in the description really, and then just a couple little small things there. Like I said, it's not super crazy or super in depth, but it'll definitely help if you're just, want a quick solution to manage your tasks and make it really super streamlined. I'll let you know if I change this up, make it even better, or create something different. But hopefully this helps. Thanks for watching.